Only the New York Knicks. Only the New York Knicks. But the New York Knicks come out the W, so you got to be happy about that. But literally, it shouldn't have been that close at all. That's just absolutely crazy how it came down to that. Just, just awful. Like literally, how did it come down to that? But it is the New York Knicks. We have struggled in the third quarter, but up 25 points. Up 25 points. I had to talk to you guys about this game, but the Knicks came out victorious. I'll take it, especially because of the tough schedule we have coming up. I believe we play the Suns next, which is going to be absolutely brutal. Yeah, man. My boy Isaiah is actually supposed to join. So we'll see. I think that's Isaiah. No, that's Elite Wolf. Isaiah is supposed to join. Um, but I'll add Elite Wolf for right now. Hopefully it goes good. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey man, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I heard you were looking
Can't
for
hear
someone
him.
else. My bad.
Technical difficulties.
I don't think I have anything going on right now.
All right, man. We'll see.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties, so I won't be able to add anyone, sadly. Um, sorry, Lee Wolf. Just can't hear anyone. Randall's got awful. I'm not gonna say Randall was a huge reason we're in this game, even though he was bad in the second half. I'm not gonna discredit Randall. He played well in the first half. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he was very frustrating in the third quarter. He got into foul trouble, got attacked, but I'm not gonna hate on Randall that much. Um, this team is about to give me a heart attack with all these close games. Yeah, I don't blame you. Knicks are better when Randall's on the bench. Yeah, I really like the way Obi was playing. But you would really think the Knicks would adjust at some point when it comes to the third quarter? Nope, not at all. Like it's the same shit over and over again. Like just we're doing everything you could like a good basketball team. Like we're doing everything a good basketball team should do. Move the ball, get up and down the floor on defense. In the third quarter, it's all gone. Like just awful. I don't understand it at all. Um, but yeah, let me know like what are the positives? What did you take away? Obviously, Obi, I love the way he played. He played with a lot of energy. I like to see him knock down that mid-range jumper. That was nice. Quickly was obviously huge. He was a huge reason we won this game. But are you kidding me? Like that's unacceptable that it went from us being up 25 points to it being a tie game with no LeBron James. Anthony Davis isn't even fully healthy. He's sick. Oh, Lakers would have won, no doubt about it. Going forward though, Tibbs needs to give IQ more of a green light. He practically won us. Quickly has always had the green light. It's just giving him minutes. Um, he had the green light last year for the Knicks. Yeah. I just don't want to talk about that because that sounds like a broken record, and I just talk about RJ. What else? Drew says, "Thank God we did not blow that lead. I would have cried real tears if that happened." Well, they made it a tie game. Very frustrating. Yeah, I just read that, but yeah, we won. Like, gosh, like at one point we were up 51-27, but let's like keep it positive. In the fourth quarter, we owned them in the fourth quarter. We did what we were supposed to do. If we only won by like two at the end, then yeah, that's disappointing. But how about Randall? He just always misses those free throws down the stretch. Lakers are a much more talented version of the Knicks, both poorly constructed rosters with low IQ role players. Yeah. Um, like what? Yo, I did say in my pregame or my game preview that Westbrook was going to kill us. Westbrook did end up killing us. I'm not sure how many turnovers he finished with. I know he had five in the first half, though. But if anyone is wondering, I was trying to get people to join the StreamYard. I wanted to get my boy Isaiah to join. He's not in here, but like, I can't hear anyone anyway. That's the downside of being in high school and like you're about to go to college. Like, I don't want to spend my money like that on a laptop. Evan looked good. Evan was, I thought, played well this entire game. The entire game. Yeah, he's always been like a streaky player down the stretch. He's either on or he just doesn't have it. We saw it last year whenever we would give him the ball, last chance opportunity or last shot opportunity. It's like clank, brick, turnover. Yeah, I don't think Kemba's going to be out of the starting lineup, though. I just don't see it happening. I don't. And I don't think people like really think about it like this. Because I feel like Knicks fans always do this. Oh, this guy should start because he's playing well. I understand Kemba's not playing well, but just because Quickly's a good player off the bench does not mean he's a good starter in the NBA. There's certain guys that just have a different confidence, like coming off of the bench, you know? I don't look at Quickly as a starter. I think he's a nice guy to come off the bench. Not everyone's starting material. Um, Randall does need to adapt. He does. He needs to get better up here, his basketball IQ. There's still moments in games that I'm like, you passed the ball way too late. Like the crowd recognizes someone open before Randall does, and by the time he did pass it, wasn't there. Um, yeah, I don't know if anyone heard me, but yeah, I'm having technical difficulties, so no one's gonna be joining the stream. I believe Isaiah's not in here anyway, but yeah, the audio's not working, so that's something I probably won't be able to do again. Um. IQ's a knucklehead. He isn't. Yeah, IQ. I love his confidence. He plays extremely hard. I thought Obi played well. Also, Drew says just to clarify, Clutch. I never said IQ should start. I just think he needs. Oh, I know. Someone just said IQ should start. Like, just certain guys have a different confidence. They just feel better coming off the bench. You know, like I feel like there's always that player in the NBA that it's like, oh, why doesn't he start? Because he's just better coming off the bench, and he scores better up against like backup guards. Yeah, Quickly was huge. Quickly was a big reason we won this game. Yo, what's going on, MH? How you doing, man? But no Derrick Rose. Um, but the third quarters, I like we came out with the W, happy about that. But the third quarter is still very concerning. It is. It's very concerning. We just never come to play in the third quarter. What was the run they were on at one point? They were literally on a 27-2 run or 21-2 run. It was something wild like that. It's just crazy. Like, how do you allow that to happen? I have it written down here. 25-4 run. That's unacceptable. Um, yeah, I haven't had it tonight. Oh, I agree with you, Devin. I don't think anyone in this chat thinks Kemba's good. Kemba is washed. Yeah, we needed to win this game. Our schedule's very tough coming up. Yeah, the Lakers did step it up defensively, but it's gonna get harder from here. If the Suns next, they're on a huge winning streak. They're probably gonna embarrass us. What are they on, a 13-game winning streak, something like that? It's wild. Like this is a great we needed this win. A win is a win. But Anthony Davis, flu-like symptoms, no LeBron James. Like and even like Grimes, I thought Grimes didn't score, I believe, when he was out there, but he had a few nice possessions defensively. Yo, what's going on, Chris Vertical? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, man? Yeah, it's the Knicks have always been like that, Devin. Oh, they gave him a great round of applause and a warm welcome, Carmelo. Carmelo really struggled shooting the ball though. He was ice cold. You could say he shot them out of the game at the end. But we owned them in the fourth quarter. Got to give credit to the Knicks. I think this team is more complete if we added Devin Booker or someone of his caliber. I like Fournier, but he's a number three option. He's not even a number three option on a championship team. Are you talking about on a championship team? Like on this team, yeah. Or you could say he's the two right now, the way RJ's playing. Um, but I didn't think RJ was that bad. He just wasn't. Well, for what he is right now, he wasn't bad because obviously, if we're looking at the full picture, he has to learn to create his own shot. But they barely got him involved. But we didn't really need him involved in this game. Um, I thought Julius played solid. I wouldn't, or you could say he played all right. I wouldn't say necessarily played good. He played very well in the first half, but he struggles in the second half. He started to play on discipline. Um, he's just good when he plays within the flow of the offense. He just didn't in the second half. And I'm like, obviously, I'm not rooting for players to get into foul trouble, but I'm glad he did. We got to see some Obi action. We should have booed David Fizdale. Imagine. That would be funny if we booed David Fizdale. That'd be funny. Yeah, David Fizdale was bad. Like, I still see the articles, like, defending him. Don't get me wrong, we didn't have a lot of talent, but you saw what Tibbs did with that team. Pretty much, like, almost the exact same team. Yeah, Fizdale just no structure, didn't hold guys accountable. Wanted to change RJ's shot. Doesn't matter. RJ's shot sucks right now, so shot it well today, but he's shooting like 32% from three on the season. I don't even know if I want to talk about RJ because I feel like I'm talking about the same thing over and over. Obi needs the ball more. I agree. There's just times Randall just doesn't have good awareness. Don't get me wrong. Randall killed it on the boards. He got buckets today, but he also had his bad moments. Like Obi was open, like wide open for like 5 seconds, and like Randall found him on the fifth second. You could say that's kind of nitpicking, but like literally anyone could have saw Obi was wide open there. Like I don't get Randall. Yeah, that was wild. And I don't feel like it was just Julius. Though like most of the whole team in the third quarter, the damn turnovers, like ISO ball, like why do we go away from it? Like do the Knicks not want to play like a good 48 minutes of basketball? Yup, that happened twice, Chris Vertical. 17 and 65. Kevin Knox's rookie year and Andre Bargnani, Alexi Shved, and all that. Gosh. We had Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He didn't play though. I believe he was in the G League or the D League most of the time. D League at the time. Um, it's not really a take. You said y'all remember when the Knicks went. Oh, best team ever. That's funny, man. I don't know, but the Suns coming up. That's gonna be a bloodbath. Just gonna keep it real with you guys. I'll be really surprised if we win. And didn't we not beat Phoenix last year? I believe we didn't. Mitch didn't play. Mitch didn't play. Chris Vertical, and he's not someone you can really get. Like I actually do think we get him involved in the offense pretty well with the lobs. He's just not a versatile player. I agree. I actually liked Mike Miller. It's just that he didn't play the young guys, but I don't blame him. He was probably playing to get a job or coaching to get a job. He's just trying to win, and he proved that he was solid. Will we go with him 17 and 27? I know that's not doesn't sound great, but for a roster, that was pretty solid for like his first year, like coaching as a head coach. Obviously, he was the interim. Um, I think we do a solid job getting Mitch involved. He's not going to be a big time scorer, but yeah, maybe you want him to get involved more like a Clint Capella. I know what you're saying, but we don't have the personnel. A lot of the personnel to get the ball to Mitch. We don't have that type of guy. So it's no excuses. We got to find a way to get him involved more in the offense. I agree. But I would say we actually run a good amount of pick and rolls with Mitchell Robinson. But we're definitely utilizing Obi a lot better this year than last year. Last year, he was literally just standing at the 3-point line. At least we have him cutting more, moving without the basketball. Thank you, Michael. We're gonna need it. Yeah, we have a really, really tough schedule coming up. But I'll say this though, what schedule isn't tough in the NBA? Like who? doesn't have a tough schedule. Like the NBA is getting better. There's a ton of teams that are getting better. Yeah, Noel's Butterfingers. Noel does have Butterfingers. I like Noel. I don't love Noel. I know there's some people out there that love Noel. I'm not. I like him. Um, but the reality is, we either Kemba's either going to shock us and play well, or we expected him to not look great, and he hasn't looked great. That's why we have him on a very cheap deal. His knees are just not there. His knees are shot. I can't really hate Kemba. It's just like his body's shut down. He's not good. Chris Vertical always trolling. We need Spud Webb or Muggsy Bogues too. I don't know. They were great at the whole basketball thing. Yeah, that's why we have Mitch. Mitch is definitely way more versatile here. He definitely is. Definitely is. Dude, the Knicks gonna box out at all in that third quarter. Remember the one possession, what they get, like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in a row? It's pathetic. The Knicks haven't really been, at least when I'm thinking about it, when I watch the games, they haven't been a great rebounding team. Like I'm not sure where they're ranked when it comes to getting defensive boards, but there's moments it's just offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Like Mo Bamba would do that against us too when we played the Orlando Magic, which got embarrassed last night. Still can't believe we lost to the Magic twice. That's just unacceptable. But yeah, got to give credit to Russell Westbrook tonight. Russell Westbrook played fantastic. Calvin Murphy. Didn't he play for the Rockets? Trying to think top of my head. But yeah, he was pretty short. But it's just crazy. We started off this game like just absolutely on fire. And then we just cooled off because we stopped moving the ball, started to play on discipline. Wasn't good. We were up 10-0. We're up 10-0. Yeah, man, I tried to have people in, and for some reason I just can't hear them at all. I have no way. I have no idea, man. I don't know why my audio's not working. Um, I have no idea. That's why I need to get a laptop. Can't do everything on my phone. Um, yeah, I thought Obi was very solid. I thought Obi played very well. He looks a lot more confident. Yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow my brother's laptop or something, man. Because I try to have my man Elite Wolf on. It's so weird. Like everyone else can hear him, but I can't. I don't know if it's because I'm on my phone or what. Pisses me off, man. Um, Drew says without Randall, our team sucks. At rebounding, yeah, we got killed on the boards. AD killed us on the boards when Randall was out. So getting guys who can grab boards will help at the deadline. Yeah, we got to learn to box out. We know Noel's not physical though. I think things would have been different with Gibson. I know Gibson's not crazy tall, but he's physical and really is great at positioning himself. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Oh, Wilt could also be a good point. Chris, you're such a troll, man. Wilt could also be a good point guard for us, a 7-1 point guard. Oh my gosh. IQ was clutch. Yo, IQ, huge reason we won this game. What are your takeaways from this game, Isaiah? Obviously, it should have been over sooner, up 25 points, and then what they go on a 24 to 2, like 24 to 4 run, like that's unacceptable in the last 8 minutes, whatever. But Fournier broke that. Fournier hit some huge shots. I got to give credit to Fournier. He hit some big shots. Um, Yo, Kemba does piss me off too, but he's who we have right now. Yeah, the Lakers somehow didn't end up with a lead ever, and I would be pissed if I was a Lakers fan. You're down 25, you get closer and closer, 4-point game, 2-point game, you tie it, and you still don't get the lead. For you to come back 25 points, like, it's wild. I'll be frustrated. Charles Park. Oh my gosh, Chris. Um, Mahir says all the IQ and Obi doubters can finally kick rocks. They prove themselves big time in summer league. Obi just looks a lot more confident. I think that's a huge thing with Obi. It actually looks like we're utilizing him better in the offense. Um, don't get me wrong, Randall still has moments that he's so late to pass to him, like in today's game when they're out there on the court, not like they're always out there. But that's with everyone though. Randall recognizing the open man, passing it to him too late. Um, but when Obi's used correctly, he's a damn good player. Yes, sir. I can't wait for D Rose to come back as well. All right, my boy Isaiah says the game should have been over by the mid third quarter. We played great moving the basketball for 2 quarters, then played extremely bad late second quarter to third quarter to ISO play and dumb. I completely agree. The turnovers, the ISO play, we weren't running in like running back on defense. They're killing us. Like they just outplayed us. Like we were lucky. If we weren't up 25 points, we could have just got killed. Like if this was any other game, we're up like 2 points or down three. If we're down three in this game, this would have been a bloodbath. We were just lucky to be up 25 points. So we could thank Fournier's start. We could thank Randall's start. Like the starters played well. You could actually, there's not everyone, but for 4 quarters they didn't though. Like yeah. But I want to ask you guys, like, what were your thoughts on RJ? Like, RJ Barrett started off well, catch and shoot threes, 9 early points. He ended with 12. He had 9 points in the first quarter, ended with 12. Um, yes, you could say we didn't give him the ball a lot, but I felt like we didn't really need RJ in this game. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Um, but to be fair with him, like, we know he's not a shot creator, so we, like, gotta find him cutting at times or just um moving without the basketball because he just can't create. He just can't. But again, like starting lineup's not a good fit with RJ, but he has to be better. Um, yeah, that's how we all feel, man. Yo, what's going on, S Mode? How you doing, man? Yeah, we played terrific in the first quarter. When Grimes clipped Westbrook in the mouth, I got mad hype. Dude played solid D for the minutes he got, even though he didn't get any touches. Yeah, man, I thought he played extremely hard defensively. Thought he did. Yo, RJ's that type of player. Like, obviously, if you're off, you're off. Like, you're just not having a good game. But, like, if Westbrook, for example, Westbrook plays out of control, but, like, you see his blazing speed. Like, if he has blazing speed, you're like, holy shit, like, that dude's fast. And if he misses the layup, you're like, oh. With RJ, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because he's slow, he's stiff, and he misses a shot. RJ's not, he's just not a very pleasing player to watch when he's off because of the way he moves, if you know what I'm saying. I'm glad we came out with the W. I'm glad. Yeah, Julius just he's not clutch. And I hate to say it. Westbrook Westbrook, yup. Um did he make all defensive? I don't think he no, he didn't make any defensive teams. He was one of the top shot block leaders though, I believe. Was that his rookie or second year though, that he's behind Miles Turner? Don't remember. But no, he hasn't made an all defensive team. Well, to be fair, Julius was holding the ball for an eternity on the shot clock, and RJ was wide open half the time while he was getting doubled, and it pissed me off. Yeah, I agree. But we can't just, well, we can and we can't. Because a lot of people are like, why is RJ just standing in the corner? Why is he just standing on the perimeter? We have to have him cut. Don't get me wrong, we have to get him cut into the basket. But RJ just, he's just so limited as an offensive player. But I agree, we have to do a better job finding our players open. Yeah, he was a beast his rookie year. It's just the injuries that hold him back. We should use Samanic is trash. Samanic is garbage. I watched him in San Antonio. He's not good. He has potential, but he's a terrible attitude, and he doesn't hustle back. Like he has a bad attitude. I doubt we'll ever see him play in a Knicks uniform. Um, I noticed though a ton of RJ haters are starting to think their opinions valid though. Without him, our defense would. Don't get me wrong, he's a good defensive player. Like he's been inconsistent, but he's had really nice games defensively. But he started off the season very well. But it's like I don't care how you want to put it. Like for the third overall pick for any basketball player, the defense has been solid, but like he hasn't been good. He hasn't, especially for the third overall pick. Because think about it, if RJ's bad, if he doesn't take a leap, this team has no future. I just don't think we do. Because like we don't have any high potential young guys. We know Kemba ain't the guy moving forward. We know we'll see what happens with Randall. He's not obviously good enough for a number one option, so I don't think he'll be here long term. Because I feel like he's a guy, Randall, that has the confidence he thinks he's a number one option, but he's not. Like I can't see him as a second or third option. Julius Randle. Um, just you look at this team. Fournier's not good enough, like to be in a starting lineup to win the championship. So this team just doesn't really have a future. Like I know some people are saying quickly, but future star quickly, I don't see that. I don't. I know some people are saying Grimes, but like he's not a future star. Who knows? He may end up being one, but if we're being realistic, are we looking at him as one? No. Yo, happy birthday, man. I hope you have a great one, man. What's going on, Shintaro? Yeah, but if the Sixers couldn't trade for Lillard, we weren't getting Lillard. And we would have had to give up a lot more than that. We would have had to give up a lot of draft capital. But this is the thing, if we trade Randall in summer for Lillard, who's with Lillard? This was a weak ass free agency class. Everyone's like signing their extensions. Everyone's just doing their thing. RJ and Lillard? Are you kidding me? We give up the future to see that? We may not even go to the second round with that. But obviously Lillard's better than Randall. We know that. Even though Lillard actually is turning it on lately, but he started off the season very slow. But we got the win. Got the win. See, we can't be waiting for free agency classes though, because those people that are in the free agency class in 2024 projected to be free agents, they may end up signing an extension with their team. Like it could change, man. Like it can. Like 2024, it's freaking 2021 right now. Like cap space means nothing. Like sometimes cap space means nothing if you don't use it properly. Like if you're just waiting for free agency classes, like you can't just do that. You got to be aggressive at some point. Good win, yep. Um, ugly win, but a good one. Especially with their schedule coming up. Yo, what's going on, Joshua? How you doing, man? He says, "What's up, Clutch? What's going on, man? What's going on? What are your thoughts on the game?" Jack City says, "I liked the game, but wasn't impressed. Randall kept slowing down the ball, but other than that, he had a good game with help by the refs." Are you a Lakers fan, Jack City? Yeah, I thought Randall really killed it on the boards. The effort was there, the passion. I thought the passion was there more by Julius Randle. Might just be me. Some people just don't think he cares because his IQ is so low. He just looks stupid out there on the court, but he did enough for us to win. So That's as close to a loss as I've ever felt about a Western Conference win. Yeah, flu-like symptoms for AD, LeBron James out. Yeah. Could you, if we're being real, I really think we would have lost this game if LeBron played for the Lakers. I know they haven't looked great, but it's LeBron James. I still think they would have found a way to win. Um, because LeBron just always comes to play in the Garden. Yeah, I did. That was disgusting. I would throw up too if I had to watch Kings basketball. IQ and Fournier 1 assist 1. Yeah, Fournier hit timely shots when they're getting back into this game, or getting back when they were in this game. When they came back down 25, he hit some timely buckets. He was great. Let's see if there's consistency though, guys. This all means nothing if we're not consistent. But I mean, if Booker, Donovan, or Brown is available at some point, wouldn't you? Of course, but I don't think it's realistic. Maybe the most realistic name there is Jaylen Brown. If they don't think Tatum and Brown are the best of fit, I actually think Brown's better than Tatum. Call me crazy. LeBron and MSG, yeah, they would have worked us. I'm happy, but it means nothing if we don't make the right hire with the next offensive coordinator because we could just easily hire another one and he doesn't work out and we're just recycling coaches. It starts with ownership. Obi hasn't really been a good shooter ever for the Knicks. Still a work in progress, his shot. But I'd like to see him just take the mid-range shots. I don't like the three-point shots. Maybe you spoke about Fournier, but do you think after he was snitching, you think the team forced him to play better? And do you think he would continue playing this well? Um, if I'm being real with you, I don't know if Fournier is going to continue to play well. I don't. I hope so. Um, he's not going to continue to play at this level. I'll tell you this. He's not. That means he'll be playing like an all-star level to consistently shoot like this. That's just not who he is. I hope he plays like that, but just be solid. Just look like you belong because the stretches that he wasn't playing well, the Knicks weren't getting him involved, and he just looked uninterested and unmotivated. But Fournier played extremely well. But he was just so non-existent in those games we're losing that I forget he's on the team sometimes. I disagree. Yes, his defense isn't great, but Tim Hardaway Jr. is actually better than Evan Fournier. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been very solid with the Mavericks. Yo, Quickly does have a very fast release. The child on YouTube. Yo, Melo was bricking. You could say at one point he was shooting them out of the game. Yo, what's going on? Kareem says, "What up, my guy? Good win tonight." Yeah, man, a win is a win. And at least we killed them at the end. I don't care what the final score was. We owned them in the fourth quarter. But gosh, can Randall make a free throw? Got this Portland and Denver game on in the back. He was, but he's playing well for the Mavericks. I'm not sure what his field goal percentage was last year, but I thought he was pretty damn efficient last year. Oh, it's Heartstorm Media. Okay, I got you, man. I did not know that. I like the profile picture. I think I had a pop of that, like one of those. I don't know if you know what pops are. They're like bobbleheads. I got one of those like for my mom for Christmas. This is my burner. That's funny, man. How you doing? Knicks should be punishment to any team or player in the playoffs. You're saying we should punish other teams? Yeah, I want us to consistently play hard. Consistently move the ball, just consistently play smart. We just can't beat ourselves. I feel like every New York team just beats themselves. But we'll see what happens. This is definitely gonna test the New York Knicks, their adversity. If they could get over this adversity or they could overcome talent and just play hard or just be competitive in these games. But we gotta win them. Gotta win at least like a few. Oh yeah, Bradley's still a very good defender. I know Bradley's older, but he's an experienced veteran and he's a good defender. I liked him with the Celtics. Message to Randall, free throws are called free throws for a reason. Yeah, we should tell that to the whole team. We should. RJ as well. what's RJ shooting like 69%, 70% from the free throw line? Not good. But Randall was a great free throw shooter last year. I don't know if it's the pressure from the fans. I don't know if I believe that BS, but he was an 80% free throw shooter last year. But yeah, they're called free throws for a reason. Free points. Should be free points if you work on them. And I feel like he does practice his free throws. Yeah, RJ got to be better. I don't know because I feel like the Warriors might want to keep him. I think Wiggins has played extremely well for the Warriors. Yo, happy Thanksgiving to all you guys as well. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving Thursday. I hope you guys do, or whenever you celebrate it. Because I know some people celebrate it earlier because like maybe it's hard to like line up schedules and all that. But yeah, man, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, Cooper. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate all you guys' support. Sorry I haven't really been in it in this live stream. Um, I'm going through some stuff right now. I'm stressed out, but thank you guys. I appreciate the support. Yep, it's crazy that Thanksgiving's Thursday already. Doesn't even feel like it. I know I got school tomorrow. I got a half day though, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday. Then I got the break, which is good. That's very true. A win is a win. But I don't know how much the flu-like symptoms affected AD. He still made a huge impact on the game for having flu-like symptoms. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that, Mighty Tom. I appreciate that. Yeah, I miss seeing Derrick Rose. Like Derrick Rose, probably my favorite Nick. Him or Obi. I've really grown to like Obi this year. I know it was really tough on him last year. But in reality, what are you going to do with 9 or 10 minutes a game? And he should still get more minutes. Thank you, Kareem. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. But don't worry, I'll have my energy back in live streams. I will. Just life. Life ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna go through some rough patches and you just gotta overcome it. It is what it is. But how many did Obi finish with? I believe he was in double digits tonight. He's had a lot more double digit games this year than last year. D'Lo or Carlton? Oh, Carlton Towns. He hasn't been good. Like he gets hurt a lot and he hasn't been efficient. Like he's inconsistent as well. D'Lo, I really liked him on the Nets. Yeah, because Dolan's like kept his mouth shut. He has, and he's let everyone else just take care of business. So that's the only credit I'll ever give James Dolan. He stayed out the way. 12 for Obi, that's very solid. Yo, his dunks are just so nice, bro. Like those ferocious slams. He just throws it down with so much authority. Um, Yo, what's going on still, Knicks fans? How you doing, man? Or how you doing, guys? Whoever's typing in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. In usual Knicks fashion, it wasn't pretty, but we needed the win. Salute to the chat. Salute my man Noah. Yo, I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, it definitely wasn't pretty, but we found a way to come out victorious, which we needed. Like this game, I'm not going to nitpick this win because we have a brutal schedule coming up, which is really, really going to test this team to see how tough we are. Um, but we'll see. You never know. A player might get struck with the virus. I'm not hoping that on anyone, but you just never know nowadays. Yeah, Obi's had an incredible impact. Just quickly and Obi, you just see that chemistry together. Like I love watching them together on the court. I know so many people that want quickly to start, and don't get me wrong, you might be better than Kemba, but I just feel like there's just certain players that are better off coming off the bench. Like certain guys just have they just like coming off the bench more. They have more confidence. That's just their role. They may be better when backup guards are defending them. Like it's just a different feeling for certain players. Not everyone's built to be a starter. And I just feel like the chemistry's so great with Quickly and Obi coming off the bench. Um, but at least you'll have D Rose and Obi off the bench. But if Kemba continues to be, or if he disappoints, then yeah, you probably start Quickly. Yeah, Quickly plays with so much energy. He does sprint. Like he needs to learn to play at the right pace. Like that's a really great point. I've not seen that. I'll have to check that out. I think D'Lo's washed though. Um, that would just be stupid. I don't know what they're gonna get for Simmons at this point. Why are we more competitive on the road and we suck? Booty, yeah, we've sucked at home. It just doesn't make sense. We lost to some horrible teams at home. And when we do lose on the road, we at least play competitive ball. I don't know if it's the pressure that gets to this team. I don't want to say that. It's hard to say that we were a resilient team last year at home. Um, because we didn't play in front of fans a lot. We didn't. So maybe they just like that underdog mentality. But yeah, we definitely got to be better at home. We do. There's really no explanation behind it. Maybe we can start to get a big head when we have a big lead. Not sure. 'Cause not no one's expecting you to do a lot as the opposing team when you're on the road, maybe because there's different fans. Not well, Knicks fans travel well, so I agree. I don't know where they rank, but they have not been a good offensive team, especially the starters. I imagine if the bench didn't step up. Obviously, that's a big what if, but what if like we didn't have this bench? Gosh, we'd probably have a game we'd score 50. We would look like the gosh. Did you guys see the Magic last night? Like, how the hell we lose that team twice? Like, why? Only the Knicks. But I'd be lying to you if I said I like this team better than last year. Last year, just they played a little more hard, I thought. But the honeymoon phase is over. Last year, we here and all that. That's awesome. But I feel like some Knicks fans are just satisfied with being relevant. Like I'm not satisfied with being relevant. Like last year was our honeymoon phase. Like oh we're back and all that. We've improved as a team. Now this is the year we show even more improvement. I'm not saying going to the finals, Eastern Conference finals, but at least compete better in the first round or get to the second round. Like now it's time to show you're the real deal and not just whatever. Because my worst case, my what I'm scared of is that we're going to be a mediocre team. We're just going to lose in the first round every year, and I don't want that to happen. Because the reality is we need more talent. Yeah, if I was, it sucks. Like AD's like he's still one of the best players in the game, but just imagine if he was more aggressive. I don't know if it's the injuries that make him scared or why he just doesn't want to get hurt. They're like the opposite. Because you would want AD to play harder, but you also got to play smart when you play hard. And still Knicks fans say the Knicks will play some of their best basketball over these next 10 games. Mark my words. We'll see, man. We'll see. I hope so. If teams were both healthy last year, let's be honest, we would have just been a play-in team. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say we would have been a play-in team, but I don't think really anyone looks at. I know we could only control our own destiny. If players get hurt, we can't control that, but we beat a lot of teams last year that, like, especially down the stretch, that guys weren't healthy. We could have potentially been a 6 or 7 seed. Like, we caught breaks there and there, but it is what it is. We'll see if they love the challenge this year. I don't get that vibe as much with this team compared to last year, but I hope they turn it on. I do. I still think Knicks can upgrade their first option at Randall. If they had a Paul George or Kawhi, they can achieve more. Knicks lack like a solid top closer. Rose and quickly do it by committee. But question for you: Randall's not a number one option, obviously. But would Randall? be a good fit with Kawhi? Will Randall be able to change his style of play? I don't like. We can't answer that because we don't know Randall. But would he be able to change his style of play? That means he has to play within the flow of the offense. He has to do less iso ball. Like I just don't see him fitting with a Kawhi or Paul George because he's a guy that, like I'll say it again, he's a guy that believes he's the number one option, but I don't think he is. Damn, Lillard from way downtown. Heat check. Um, yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna go because I got school tomorrow. I got some things I gotta do. Um, yeah, I'll read these comments real quick. Mm, I never said we shouldn't move Randall. Never said that. Um, Mighty Thompson said last year some players were hungry for a payday and played with that hunger. Yup. Hopefully Randall wasn't that guy, but I don't think so. He just needs to play smarter. Oh yeah, man, get some sleep, Reggie. I appreciate you being here. Um, I appreciate that, Javier. You guys are all the champ. I appreciate you guys being here. You take care as well. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all are amazing. Um, have a great one, guys. I'll probably have more energy in the next video. Just not feeling well lately, but yeah, peace out, y'all. Stay safe.